A very good afternoon to everyone. Now it's afternoon. It's my honor and my privilege to be here for this session as the last speaker. Of course, many more to listen, and since morning I've been listening such wonderful, inspiring talks by such enlightened speakers. So I am, as a dancer, would like to share my experience that how dance has that power to transform from this plane level to that another level. Of course, for me, dance was natural because born and brought up in the family of dancers, my father being my guru. But yes, it was my mother who really inspired me and who really got me into the formal training, and the journey then started. And as I was growing up, the dance was growing up on me too. And I would like to share that how the first thing when I started learning, the first lesson, the first training when it started, the first one was being these mudras, hand gestures. And I believe that these mudras or the hand gestures with these fingers, they create magic. And that magic, when it happens within, you feel somewhere in different world. And that has happened to me also. And when I was learning, I was very curious that how the index finger is joining with the thumb and it's creating a pattern. It's called the Hangsasya Mudra. And how even this with the thumb, index, middle, the ring finger and the little finger, when joined like this, it becomes. So how it has that mudras have the communicative power? I believe that it has 3 C's, that is concentration, communication, and connection. So when these mudras are there, in fact, I believe that when you're born, you start using these mudras. When the baby is born, mushti. When they are little grown up, shikhara. So dance is happening or happens every moment, every time, every place, every corner. You are thinking, Suchi Hasta. When you are saying Ala Padma. So I think you all dance, isn't it? You all dance. So mudras, very important factor of Indian classical dance especially, where we don't speak, but we communicate by using these hand gestures. It's very well mentioned in the text of Natya Shastra written by Bharat Muni, Abhinay Darpan by Acharya Nandikeshwar, and exclusively on Odissi, it's Abhinay Chandrika written by Maheshwar Mahapatra. So what these mudras says, because mudras were there even before the spoken language was developed. So it was there right from the beginning, and when we learn dance through these texts, I could understand that how each mudra has a meaning to it. And these fingers, they have names. Angushti, Tarjani, Madhyama, Anamika, Kanishta. And these mudras have the 5 elements also, like we have the 5 elements in our body. That is fire, air, water, space, and the earth. So similarly, Angushta has the element of fire, Tarjani has the element of air, Madhyama has the space, Anamika has the earth, and water is with the little finger Kanishta. And when they are used, whether single-handedly, asayukta hastra, or we use it jointly, they convey meaning. For example, this is the Hansasya Mudra, which I just talked about. It's very much similar to also the Dhyana Mudra. So mudras are very much there, having the principles of Ayurveda and yoga also. So when we do the dhyana, there is this Dhyana Mudra. When we have this Kartari Mukha, this brings in the good digestive system. That's very interesting. And when we have the Kartari Mukha, we have the removal of the fatigueness or tiredness. Similarly, when I join this becomes Mayura, peacocker. And you see, here is the mouth and here is the feather. So how we bring in the whole universe within us, and how these mudras, they are communicative to every layman. So I will say that this Panchatattva, having with this body and these fingers, takes you or transforms you into a very creative world too. And in the dance also, we say we have the 9 emotions, Navaras. Ras of not the Mosambi, but it is the rasa of mana, of inside. And these 9 emotions go hand in hand in our daily life too. When you are happy, when you are sad, when you are surprised, when you don't like, when you are scared, when the results are to be declared, and when you laugh, when you win, Veera, and when you see something very beautiful, you express your love. So how this whole environment around you changes, transforms you, connects you. And this is what I think is the power of dance, that it's just not the movements, it also brings in your brain or your mind into the action. So dance is a combination of mind, body, and soul. And that is what I feel, that you all dance every day, every moment. Just connect to it and you see how the transformation takes on. I would like to say here that being a dancer, of course, I come from my family of dancers, and my father, Guru, and my sisters, everybody is into dance field. But it was not that easy also. I had lots of struggles and lots of fall downs. But yes, every time I used to stand up, because back of my mind, what was working, that the dance itself gives you that power, that courage to stand up. That yes, it's not happening today, the time is not favorable, but yes, I will overcome this. I will do it and I'll show. So through dance, I have learned that it gives you the empowerment. Through dance, one gets the vision. And nowadays, what you see, that dance has the emotions and these hand mudras in your cell phones also. Like, very good, bye, namaste. So like this, the dance is seen everywhere. And what I have seen, or what I have felt, that through dance, you are so much into it. You are so much connected with yourself. And we say that yato hasta tato drishti, where my hand is, my eyes are. Yato drishti tato manaha. Yato manaha tato rasa, the 9 emotions. Yato rasaha tato bhava. And this is what dance is. A complete union of yourself with the whole world. And the whole world becomes one. And this is what I would like to share, that dance of course, gives you a vision, a canvas to draw something. And being a dancer, you become an architect, you become a painter, you become a mathematician because calculations happens, and through dance you become historian also, where you tell stories, you understand what's happening in the society, and then you try to portray it through your movements, through your hand gestures, through your emotions. So it is a purpose of living. And this is what I'll say, that dance is just not the movements which is happening. Here it's the energy which is flowing, energy which is there, coming in, and how the energy goes out, and it connects you with that. So dance is a total journey. For me, it's a life. And I will say that through dance, one invents, reinvents, discovers, rediscovers, rejoices, rejuvenating. So in totality, I will say it's a complete growing process. And once you are connected to it, you are really transformed into another world. And when gets that feel of transformation from Jivatma, you become the Paramatma. There is a complete union of oneself. So for me, dance, the journey, of course, had very difficult times too. At times when my father used to teach and I was not able to understand, I used to feel, what's happening? Why it's not happening? Then I used to get that courage, that confidence, that determination that yes, I will do it. And next moment, it used to happen. So that positivity comes in through the learning of dance or any other art forms, I will say, and how it takes you through that journey of smoothness and understanding that yes, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. So that impossible word does not happen in the dance directory. So this possibility is, I think, is the idea of one's transformation. And this transformation has to have that power, has to have that conviction that yes, I can do. And as the earlier speakers have already talked about, that yes, you have to unlearn what you have learned, and you see how the diverse, a wide ocean, you will get it. So I will say that through dance, definitely one is taken to a different world, one is transformed. And what dance has taught me, the 5 Ds, that is the discipline, which we learn, which we follow, dedication, how much you are into it, devotion, how much you are giving that respect towards the art form, towards the guru, towards the student, towards everything, and how determination comes in through dance. And all these 4 Ds leads to dignity, that how dance makes you a very dignified person. आप मानव से सुमानव बन जाते हैं. And how the dance takes you the change in you. And from the crowd, one can make out that yes, she is the dancer or he is the dancer, or the dance is within. So just try and connect yourself or learn at least some of the dance forms, or at least you watch these dances or art forms, you see that the whole world changes around you. For that section, for that moment, you are just taken to another world. That is the shukshmata, that is intangible situation which comes in when you watch a performance. And there is rasotpatti, that is the awakening of the rasas inside you as a performer, and as an audience, as a rasikas, when you take in, there is a rasaswadana. There is a connection. And this connection really takes you to maybe forget this materialistic world, and you are at peace. So dance gives us that peace, resilience, that power, connection, and of course, I will say a complete bliss from inside. So when I come onto the stage, of course, behind the stage, it's all the happening inside, the butterflies. But once we are on the stage, it's a complete me and the dance and the whole universe. And that moment when it happens, I forget that there are audience or one is understanding or not understanding, but yes, I try my level best that how I will convey my message of not speaking, but saying it through the mudras, through the expression. And I can see that I can read the faces. So this is a very, very powerful tool of communication, of understanding one's feeling across the other side. And then there is oneness of the performer and the audience. There is a rasaswadan. So I will say that dance, of course, is all about mudras, like the Pataka Hasta, where we show so many usages like Natya Rambhe, Vari Vahe, showing the clouds, Vane, showing the mountains, Vastu, things, Nishedhane, Kuchastale, Nishayam cha, night, Nadyam, river, Amara Mandale, Turange, Khandane, Vayu, the air, the cool breeze, Shayane, sleep, Gamana Udyame. So see, there is the meaning to each word and how without speaking, of course I'm saying here the shloka, but when we dance, so one can see that how on the banks of the river Yamuna, Krishna is calling to Radha and Radha is shy to go. So one can understand that how through mudras, through expressions, there is connection. And here what I like to say, that through dance, one gets to read also a lot about the mythological stories, about what's happening in the society, that also we portray, and that is depicted through these hand gestures. Now I will present a small piece. I think you can understand that how the mudras and the expressions go hand in hand and create a total new world, and how this transformation comes in. It has happened with me many times that I have performed, and after the performance, a complete silence. I don't talk. And of course, the people around me or behind the stage, they just wonder, what happened, why you're so silent? But yes, that silence that comes in, that is becoming very much into it, that is the power of peace. So dance is not just that I dance. It's a complete inward journey which is taken out, and the whole universe comes in together. So presenting a very small piece on a song of Lord Jagannath, who is the presiding deity of Odisha. And here it's a story about Gajendra Moksha, the elephant who is being saved from the clutches of the crocodile, and how Lord Vishnu had come with the chakra or the disc in his hand and killed the crocodile and saved the Gaja or the elephant. Presenting a small piece of Gajendra Moksha, and I'm sure you can understand that how every moment, every time, this dance connects you to a different world. So I would like to put the music for it, a small piece, and show you how these emotions, these rasas, comes hand in hand with the hand gestures.
गजराज चिंता कला थाई घर जळेण गजराज चिंता कला थाई घर जळेण गजराज गजराज चिंता कला थाई घर जळेण गजराज चिंता कला थाई घर जळेण चक्रपेशी नक्रनाशी चक्रपेशी नक्रनाशी उद्धारिल आपण आहे नीळ शैळ प्रबळ मत वरण प्रबळ मत वरण मोआरथ नळिनी वनक कर दळना आहे नीळ शैळ.
Thank you. And I'm sure you must have seen here the emotions changing and with the character, with the object. So mudras to, of course, mindfulness, but it is beyond that. That is the mind free, because dance is the freedom of expression. One can express it so nicely, so effectively. And from mind free, it becomes a meaningful. And thus I will say that these M's, mudra, to mindful, to mind free, to meaningful. So how this is the dance journey is, and I'm sure from now onwards, you will be using these mudras, or you will be giving a thought, okay, yes, something happening to me when I'm writing, when I'm thinking, when I'm watching, when I'm not watching, when I want to just close. So every moment there will be dance around you. Just feel it and just connect yourself with these mudras, these emotions, and you see that you are also the artist. You're also the dancer. You're also the performer. You're also the storyteller. So all in one, dance has that power of connecting. Again and again, I'm saying it is the connection which comes to you and how you communicate it to others. So feel that power, that magic of dance, and create this aura of positivity around us. There will be problems, but express it through the hand gestures. And you see how the whole world embraces you all the time. Thank you very much. I hope it's the dance and dance and dance. Thank you.